Good morning, everybody. It's another 4 a.m. Fucking, I'm on this cycle. I don't know, it's a fucking weird cycle. Sleeping I don't know, I think I'm, every 2 hours of sleep for every other normal human being is like, only takes me an hour, I think. Because I think I fell asleep about, I don't know, around midnight. I woke up an hour ago. Just fucking sat here, really. But, yeah. Anyway, here we are. It's time for a fucking pinch of, me to yak about shit. It's funny because these vlogs I do, I don't know, like, I don't get a lot of hits on anything on my channel. That's fine. But these vlogs I do seem to get like, 10 or 12 views. Whereas my music videos will get like anywhere from 0 to 5 views usually. Unless they're like old, they've been around for a while, But it just always strikes me as odd because, I'm just fucking sitting here in my fucking dirty apartment, spitting in fucking, well, it used to be a little jar, but now it's this beautiful, beautiful brass spittoon gifted to me by Hillary Thompson, along with a boatload of fucking amazing snuff that, well, I got the peach left. I got the can of peach left. The label's coming off, too. That's too bad. I saved these cans for cool shit. Yeah, I got this peach left. I got a couple pinches of this grape left. This is fucking, I don't know. This isn't the best dip I've had, but it's definitely a fun fucking dip. It's good. It tastes good. It tastes like fucking candy, man. And this, working on this baby here. So, not that it fucking matters. Anyway. So as I was sitting in bed, or on my couch here, I was sleeping on my couch, so it's cold in here, I wanted the cats to sleep on me, so they're kind of skittish in my bedroom, so Weasley kind of slept on my neck last night and helped me go to sleep. That was nice. But I was thinking when I woke up, I'm always talking. I've done like a lot of the cooking. I've done the cooking in the Meth Into Town shows. It's all prison stuff, I do a lot of talking about prison and prison activism and shit like that. And I don't talk about it much, other than what I've said. Fucking, that's what this is. I don't know, Hillary mentions it in the comments, but that's the beauty of this baby. This is like the difference between them fucking plastic American mud jug things and one of these. This is an instrument, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I figured talking about some of my friends who've been in the joint. I'm going to start with my dad. Now, my dad was incarcerated briefly, and my dad's not alive anymore. He died about 10 years ago, perhaps a little more. But yeah, my father was incarcerated in the old Don jail before they closed it. Just must have been right before they closed it, and I don't know if you know about the old Don jail. It was a shithole. But he was put there for and usually when I tell these stories, I'm not going to talk about the people's business, really. Well, unless it's funny or relevant. But my father was incarcerated for assaulting his wife at the time. My father was a very frail man, very small, frail man with cancer, and whole bunch of other shit, and barely walk. He had 8% circulation of blood in one leg and 9% in the other, kind of thing. He was in rough shape, man. My old man. Scared the fuck out of me as a kid, but in his last few years of his life, he was just a little guy, you know. And anyway, his second wife was this huge Nordic woman who was, you know, like, she could have just whooped him with one fucking punch, you know what I mean? And she was having a series of affairs on him, from what I gather. And he was upset about it, you know. And I guess they fought about it a lot or whatever. And anyhow, she got really pissed at him one day and started chucking all his stuff out the window, all his clothes and stuff. And all he did, from what he told me, and I believe my dad when he told me this, he grabbed her wrist like this and just said, "Please stop throwing my stuff out the window." You know, she charged him with assault and battery, and he got sent to the Don jail. And I remember talking to him. I was like, either he called, I don't remember, like 20 years ago. And either he called me or I called him briefly, like right after he got out. And that must have been it, because I was in Toronto on tour doing a show at the time, a theater show. And yeah, I said, I was like, "I heard you're in the joint, man." And he's like, "Yeah." He told me the story, this, that, and third. And he said, you know, like, whatever other person in the joints I've known has told me, like, you know, it's not the other inmates you really got to worry about. Like, my dad was an old sick guy. He was like a old head. You know, he's not gonna have any problems really. You know, but he's like, the fucking guards, they're motherfuckers. You know, motherfuckers. Dad said he'd never been treated like an animal before, you know, before he went to the joint, where he was treated like an animal, you know. And so I don't know. I think he spent about half a year in there, and for that, he didn't teach me any cool prison recipes or nothing like that. But I'm sure he wasn't eating that shit. I'm sure he was just eating in the chow hall. But yeah, so that's my old man. That's the first story of people I know who've been to the joint. You know. Did it change him? Well, the ways it changed him were he had a lot more understanding for the work that I was pursuing at the time. He knew I was involved in prison reform work. It changed his views on the police. He became much more sympathetic to my views on the police. And he became much more sympathetic to my politics, which was a very great breakthrough in my relationship with my father, because I didn't really have a relationship with my father up until that point. And we began to understand each other a bit more. And it went from that into music and other things that we both appreciated, which was really cool. So I got to know my dad a bit before he died. You know, he gave me a saxophone. I'll maybe pull it out one day. There's a video of me playing it somewhere. I can barely play it, but whatever. I showed it to my roommate. She builds bassoons. She had a look at it. She said it was a pretty nice horn. So But, Weasley, you poor little guy. Thanks for sleeping on me last night, buddy. You guys all know Weasley. He's so cute. He's fuzzy. But, yeah, so that was cool. That's my first story of someone who went to the joint and how it changed them. The stories are never, the prison system doesn't work, you know. The stories that I'm going to tell about this, you know, it's never, yes, I hit the good road in prison, you know. But, yeah, anyway, deep thoughts at 4 a.m. in the morning here in the meth end of town. I hope you're all well, feeling good, staying free, being well. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to see my little children later on. That's going to be pretty cool. My daughter will probably want to make a video of some sort. And, Snuff is so fucking good. I can't even fucking tell you how good it is. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Anyhow, one thing I want to say is follow me on Snapchat, or not Snapchat, Instagram. Same handle here, Dirty Pat Walsh Songs. I'm always putting up lots of weird little videos that I don't put up here. So yeah, follow me there if you're in the mood. And I'll be back at you later on. Be well.